love him.
No,
Apparently, Luke thought you were the rudest person on the planet.
I feel like he was extremely pushy, and I was just being courteous. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of this phone call,
beginning of
Tori,
this,
you're like,
you
he's
were
the
so
best
nice.
guy ever. I love him.
No, I mean, this is totally different. I had a good time with him, but now, I mean, talking about my dog like this, I mean, he's I don't date and he's an ass.
You still kind of want to call him, though, don't you, Tori?
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll let my dog meet him again.
Now, everybody's heard of the 3-day rule, right? You go out with someone, wait a couple days before you call them or text them. Well, this guy is excellent at the 3-day rule. He's actually gone so hardcore with it, he's waiting 8 years to call somebody back after a date.
What?
There you go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to make them wonder if they're kind of into you or not. Wait almost a whole decade and then try to get them on the phone. Eric is on the phone with us. He sent us an email that he wants to try to get a hold of a girl that he went on a date with 8 years ago.
Whoa.
Wow.
Eric, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, yeah. A long 8 years, but
Yeah.
doing good.
Why are you wanting to do this right now? Your email was very confusing. Why are you trying to call a girl that you went out with 8 years ago?
You know, sometimes someone just kind of sticks with you. You know, I haven't been, like, obsessing for 8 years, but I just keep wanting to know what would happen, you know? It's like the door is still open a little bit, and I just want to see if it should just be closed or we should open it full on, you know?
How is the door still open after 8 years? I mean, she could have like multiple kids. She couldn't even live it. Like, do you know this girl still?
She could be a man by now.
True.
She could have completely gone under a change and be a dude right now.
That's true.
Did you guys go out on more than one date? Did you date for a while?
No, we only went out once.
And the date was so special in your mind that you've been thinking about it for 8 years.
It was a great date. It was great.
What'd you guys do?
We were both at this concert, and we met there, and we were dancing along, singing along. I saw that we were both kind of mouthing the words to the same song, and
Like everyone does at the concert.
How romantic.
I know, that sounds super romantic.
but we both were at the bar to get a drink, and just started talking a little bit, and before I knew it, neither of us were paying attention to the concert as much as just really talking and connecting, and kept hanging out even after the concert, and ended up kissing. It was just like a kind of fun, magical night.
Yeah, it's one of those experiences, I guess, where you look back and you're like, wow, man, that was really cool. She was awesome. It was a nice night.
Absolutely.
But the thing
I've never had that before, but I've heard of people having those. So you spent 8 years. Why not get a hold of her sooner?
You know, I got her number the end of that night, and it was just like an unfortunate series of events. I wanted to call, but then I couldn't because I had to go down to California for a couple weeks. And so I when I got back, I called her and tried to tell her through a voicemail, like, hey, you know, I wasn't trying to blow you off. I'd love to see you again. Sorry for the delay. And I just never heard from her again.
God, they had voicemail 8 years ago, huh?
Well, we still have voicemail now on our cell phones.
It's a joke.
So you think that you waited too long to call her and she was like, oh, screw it, this guy's not interested?
I guess. I don't
like
know. But I was still excited at the prospect of meeting up.
Did you try to get a hold of her while you were in California?
No, I was down there because my brother was having some problems with the law, and I figured there's just a lot of questions for a first date.
You were busy taking care of some family business.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That would be awkward. Can you imagine?
Hey, hold on a second. My brother's being detained right now. But I want to let you know I really liked you a lot. Okay, so you waited till you got back to call her, and she never got back to you, and you're assuming that that's what it was, that you just waited too long.
I guess.
But it sounds to me like you guys didn't actually go on a date. You just made out at a concert.
That's why it was so special, though. We just met at the concert. Like, neither of us expected to meet anyone. We weren't looking to, we were there to enjoy the music, and then we really connected. And I don't know, I was just so excited to get to know her more.
Have you been able to find her on Facebook in the last 8 years?
No, I looked, but I don't know if I'm missing